Ireland's hotels are well known for their opulent comfort and rich heritage, but some establishments offer a captivating blend of luxury and the supernatural. These venues are not merely places to rest. They are steeped in history and inhabited by spirits that have lingered through the centuries. In this video, I will go through 10 of the most intriguing haunted hotels in Ireland, where ghostly apparitions and unsettling occurrences enhance the guest experience. From the tales of unrequited love to accounts of guests who seem to never check out, these haunted hotels provide an unforgettable adventure for those daring enough to explore. The Ballyseed Castle Hotel, County Kerry. Tucked away on the outskirts of Tralee in County Kerry, Ballyseed Castle Hotel stands as a stunning reminder in history, concealing a darker, haunted narrative within its walls. Dating back to the 16th century, this castle was once the ancestral home of the Blennerhassett family, who played a significant role in shaping Irish history. Over the years, the castle has witnessed its share of sorrow, loss, and violence, which have collectively contributed to numerous ghostly encounters woven into its lore. One of the most renowned spirits believed to haunt Ballyseed Castle is that of Hilda Blennerhassett, the last family member to call the castle home. Hilda resided there until her passing in 1965, and her presence continues to be felt by both guests and staff alike. Described as a nurturing yet strong-willed figure, she is thought to oversee the castle, making her presence known through subtle yet unmistakable signs. Guests who occupy her former chamber have reported peculiar incidents, such as the sensation of being watched or the sound of soft footsteps echoing in otherwise empty halls. Some visitors have even claimed to see a spectral woman clad in white traversing the corridors during the stillness of night. The castle's staff have long acknowledged Hilda's spirit, and while her presence is generally perceived as benevolent, it undeniably adds an eerie dimension to the hotel. One particularly chilling aspect of Ballyseed Castle's lore revolves around the Grand Staircase, which is rumoured to be a nexus of paranormal activity. Numerous guests have recounted encounters with a shadowy figure descending the stairs, only to vanish before reaching the ground floor. Speculation abounds that this apparition may be a former servant of the Blennerhassett family, bound to the castle by a tragic demise or unfinished business. This staircase has since become a focal point for ghost hunters seeking to capture evidence of the supernatural. On a lighter note to the castle's haunted reputation is the presence of a playful ghost dog, reported by guests who have heard the sound of canine paws pattering through the halls, despite the absence of any living pets. Visitors have even felt a cold, damp nudge against their hands, as if an invisible dog were welcoming them. This ghost dog is believed to be connected to the Blennerhassett family, who were known to have cherished pets during their residence at the castle. Despite its spectral associations, Ballyseed Castle Hotel remains a sought-after destination for those yearning for both luxury and a hint of the supernatural. The staff take pride in sharing the hotel's ghostly tales with intrigued guests, ensuring that every visitor leaves with a memorable story. For those fascinated by the paranormal, a stay at Ballyseed Castle promises a unique and unforgettable experience. The melding of historical charm, breathtaking surroundings, and the persistent presence of spirits from the past solidifies its status as one of Ireland's most haunted hotels. The Europa Hotel in Belfast. The Europa Hotel is acclaimed for its luxurious accommodations and prime central location, as well as its significant place in Northern Ireland's tumultuous history. Often referred to as the most bombed hotel in Europe during the Troubles, the Europa has come to embody the resilience of the city. However, beyond its historical and social implications, the hotel has also gained notoriety for its eerie reputation as one of Belfast's most haunted establishments. Opened in 1971, the Europa Hotel has attracted a diverse array of visitors, including politicians, celebrities, and tourists from around the globe. Yet, some guests appear to linger beyond their checkout times. Over the decades, numerous accounts of ghostly encounters and unexplained phenomena have circulated among patrons and staff alike, particularly on the upper floors, with a notable concentration of activity near Room 58. One prevalent apparition is that of a middle-aged man clad in a dark suit, believed to be a former guest who met an untimely and mysterious demise. He is often spotted pacing the hallways adjacent to Room 58, where guests have reported unsettling disturbances, such as loud knocks on walls during the night, despite no visible presence nearby. Visitors have also mentioned experiencing inexplicable cold drafts within their rooms, even when windows are securely closed. In a particularly alarming incident during the 1990s, a guest in room 508 was awakened by the distinct sound of footsteps pacing just outside their door. Expecting another guest, the individual opened the door only to find an empty hallway, with the footsteps continuing to echo, growing louder and more urgent. Disturbed, the guest later discussed the experience with hotel staff, who disclosed that Room 58 has a long-standing reputation for paranormal activity and is frequently left unoccupied due to such disturbances. Guests who have encountered the footsteps often report a chilling sensation of being watched, with some claiming to feel an unseen presence hovering just behind them. The man in the suit is not the sole spectral inhabitant of the Europa Hotel. A mysterious woman, often seen in the hotel's lobby or bar area, is typically dressed in 1940s attire. Believed to be a guest from the hotel's early days, possibly during World War II, she is frequently observed seated at tables near the windows, her demeanor suggesting she is awaiting a companion. Numerous guests and staff members have claimed to encounter her, only for her to vanish without a trace, leaving a palpable chill in the air. Hotel staff members have their own stories of supernatural encounters. Night porters often report hearing disembodied voices and glimpsing shadowy figures in the corridors. One porter recounted a particularly unsettling experience involving the hotel's elevator, which appeared to operate independently late at night. Upon investigating a sudden opening of the elevator doors, he found it empty, and the sense of being watched became overwhelmingly intense, prompting him to leave the area in a state of unease. Despite its notorious association with spectral phenomena, the Europa Hotel in Belfast stands as one of the city's most frequented destinations, attracting visitors from around the globe. For some guests, the hotel's haunted legacy adds an intriguing dimension to its already storied charm. Whether you're residing in room 8 or leisurely exploring the lobby, you might encounter one of the establishment's resident spirits, if you have the courage to seek them out. The Great Southern Hotel in Killarney, Nuntour. The Great Southern Hotel, formerly known as the Moulton Hotel, this establishment ranks among Ireland's most esteemed hotels, providing exceptional service alongside breathtaking views of the surrounding countryside. Yet, its luxurious reputation is accompanied by tales of ghostly encounters that trace back to the 19th century. One of the most commonly reported apparitions is that of a young boy, often spotted playing in the hotel's corridors and gardens. Guests and staff describe him as wearing outdated clothing and appearing somewhat disoriented. Some speculate he may have been a former guest or the child of a staff member who tragically passed away within the hotel. His playful spirit, while seemingly benign, has startled numerous visitors with his unexpected appearances. Another prominent ghost linked to the Great Southern Hotel is that of a former maid who served the establishment during its early years. Legend has it that this maid fell in love with a hotel guest, but their romance ended in heartbreak. Allegedly, she took her own life in one of the guest rooms, and her spirit has since been witnessed by various guests, often standing at the window of the room where she died, gazing wistfully over the gardens. Some visitors have even reported hearing soft sobs late at night, suggesting that the maid's spirit continues to mourn her lost love. Beyond these haunting figures, additional paranormal occurrences have been documented throughout the hotel, including objects inexplicably moving, lights flickering without cause, and the sensation of cold hands brushing against guests when no one else is present. For those who appreciate a hint of the supernatural alongside their luxurious accommodations, the Great Southern Hotel in Killarney offers a unique blend of comfort and ghostly allure. The Kinsale Castle Hotel, Kinsale. The Kinsale Castle Hotel is an exquisite Gothic Revival structure, boasts a reputation as one of Ireland's most haunted hotels, with roots tracing back to the 13th century. The castle's history is marked by turmoil, having been destroyed and rebuilt multiple times. Today, it operates as a luxury hotel, yet many believe that some of its former residents and guests have lingered on. Among the most renowned spirits said to haunt Kinsale Castle is that of a monk named Hugh, who is thought to have resided in the castle during its early days as part of the original abbey established on the site. Described as a tall figure clad in traditional monk's robes, Hugh's apparition is reported to glide slowly through the Great Hall, vanishing into the walls. His presence is not considered malevolent, adding to the castle's enigmatic charm. Individuals who have crossed paths with him report an unsettling sensation as he moves past. Guests and staff have noted the faint sound of chanting and prayers emanating from vacant rooms in the castle's older sections, leading many to speculate that Hugh continues to perform his monastic duties. In one particularly eerie incident, a guest residing in one of the castle's historic chambers recounted hearing a low, murmuring voice near his bedside in the dead of night. Upon opening his eyes, he beheld the faint silhouette of a monk standing at the foot of his bed, observing him. The apparition vanished moments later, leaving the guest visibly shaken. Another well-known spectre at Kinsale Castle is the Phantom Bride, a figure draped in a flowing white gown, frequently seen wandering the castle's halls. The legend surrounding her is tragic. She was a young woman deeply in love, whose life took a sorrowful turn when her fiancé passed away unexpectedly just days before their nuptials. Heartbroken, she is said to have taken her own life within the castle's confines. Numerous guests have reported sightings of her ghost, often near the grand staircase or traversing the corridors late at night. In addition to Hugh the monk and the Phantom Bride, other spirits have been encountered at Kinsale Castle. Visitors in the castle's most haunted room, known as the baronial room, have experienced inexplicable phenomena such as objects moving on their own, doors slamming shut without cause, and an unsettling sensation of being watched. Some guests have even awoken to the feeling of someone sitting at the edge of their bed, only to find the space empty upon inspection. Despite these hauntings, Kinsale Castle remains a sought-after venue for weddings, events and travellers eager to experience both luxury and the supernatural. The hotel embraces its haunted legacy, attracting many visitors hoping to encounter one of the castle's renowned ghosts. The fusion of historical elegance, breathtaking grounds and ghostly apparitions renders Kinsale Castle a must-visit destination for those in search of an extraordinary experience in Ireland. Whether it be the monk's whispered prayers, the tragic presence of the Phantom Bride, or the peculiar happenings in the baronial room, Kinsale Castle Hotel offers more than mere opulence. It provides a window into the past and the spirits that continue to inhabit its halls. The Carroll Leslie Estate, Kilmarnock. The Carroll Leslie Estate is celebrated as one of Ireland's most luxurious and picturesque hotels, known for its stunning grounds, elegant interiors and rich history. However, beneath its grandeur, Carroll Leslie is also recognised for its ghostly residents, who are said to roam the estate and make their presence felt among guests and staff alike. The most notable spirit associated with Carroll Leslie is that of Norman Leslie, a former owner of the estate who lost his life in combat during World War I. His spirit is believed to revisit the family home, with numerous sightings reported over the years. He is often seen in the library, one of his favoured spaces, where he is described as a tall, solemn figure clad in military attire. Guests have reported an overwhelming sense of tranquility when encountering Norman's ghost, as though he finds solace in the familiar surroundings of his cherished home. In a particularly poignant account, Lady Marjorie Leslie, Norman's mother, recounted seeing her son's apparition shortly after his death. She described him standing in the library, gazing out over the estate as if surveying the grounds. When she called out to him, he smiled, but vanished before she could approach. This narrative has been preserved within the family and is among the many ghostly legends that enrich the history of the estate. The Carroll Leslie Estate is rumoured to be haunted by the spirit of a monk, frequently observed wandering near the estate's lake. This apparition is believed to be linked to the estate's religious heritage, with visitors reporting sightings of a hooded figure gliding silently along the water's edge, particularly on misty mornings. The paranormal phenomena at Carroll Leslie extend into its guest accommodations, where patrons have encountered mysterious cold spots, doors that seemingly open and close on their own, and an unsettling sensation of being watched. Despite these eerie experiences, Carroll Leslie remains a popular retreat for those seeking a blend of luxury and a connection to the supernatural. The Imperial Hotel, Cork City. The Imperial Hotel stands as a grand and historic establishment, known for its elegance, prime location, and celebrity clientele. However, beneath its luxurious facade lies a darker narrative steeped in tragedy, with reports suggesting that the spirits of those who have passed still roam its halls. One of the most notable hauntings is associated with Richard Mayne, a naval officer whose untimely death in the early 19th century remains shrouded in mystery. Mayne's ghost is often described as a tall, distinguished figure in naval attire, seen wandering the corridors in search of something lost. Guests and staff alike have reported an unsettling chill in certain hallways, accompanied by the sound of heavy footsteps that vanish upon inspection. One particularly chilling account involved a couple who were awakened in the night by knocking at their door. Upon opening it, they encountered a man in historical naval garb whose sorrowful gaze left a lasting impression before he dissipated into thin air. The couple reported this incident to hotel staff, who revealed their familiarity with the ghostly figure of Mayne. In addition to Mayne, the Imperial Hotel is also said to harbour the spirit of a young woman who tragically took her own life after being spurned by her lover. Her presence is most prominently felt on the upper floors, where guests have reported hearing the soft sounds of weeping late at night. Some have even claimed to have seen her ethereal figure in a pale gown, seated by a window in one of the suites, gazing out over the city as if awaiting an arrival that will never occur. A staff member recounted a particularly unsettling encounter from the early 2000s while cleaning an upper floor room. The housekeeper noticed a woman seated in a chair by the window and politely excused herself for the interruption, only to find the chair empty upon a second glance. No guests were registered in the room at the time, and later it was revealed that this space was rumoured to have been where the heartbroken woman spent her final days. The reports of paranormal activity at the Imperial Hotel extend beyond these sightings. Objects have been known to shift unexpectedly, doors have slammed shut without cause, and electrical devices have malfunctioned inexplicably, further contributing to the hotel's reputation as a nexus of the supernatural. Some visitors have recounted experiences of hearing faint whispers echoing through the vacant corridors of the Imperial Hotel, as though the echoes of history strive to make themselves known. Despite its notorious haunted reputation, the Imperial Hotel remains a favoured destination for tourists in Cork City, providing luxurious accommodations and a memorable experience for those intrigued by the supernatural. Those who choose to stay at the Imperial may find themselves with the opportunity to encounter one of its resident spirits, the Bishopsgate Hotel, Derry City. The Bishopsgate Hotel exemplifies Edwardian architecture, merging modern luxury with historical elegance. Located in the heart of Derry's walled city, the hotel has welcomed numerous prominent figures throughout its history, yet it is the presence of a few former inhabitants that has solidified its reputation for hauntings. Among the most well-known spirits said to linger at the Bishop's Gate is that of a former bishop who resided there when the building functioned as a private home. Recognized for his austere demeanour, the bishop is frequently observed traversing the hotel's halls, particularly near the library, appearing as a tall figure clad in traditional clerical robes. Guests have reported an unsettling feeling in the older sections of the hotel, which seems to be connected to the bishop's spirit. In addition to the bishop, tales abound of a young woman who is often spotted in the hotel's ballroom. According to legend, she was a guest at a grand ball hosted at the hotel in the early 20th century and tragically passed away shortly after the event. Her spirit is believed to return to the ballroom, reliving the moments of that fateful night. Guests have claimed to hear soft music and footsteps emanating from the ballroom late at night, even when the space is unoccupied. The Bishopsgate Hotel has embraced its spectral history, with staff frequently sharing ghost stories with inquisitive visitors. For those who enjoy both opulence and a hint of the paranormal, a stay at the Bishopsgate Hotel promises an experience that is both captivating and eerie. The Step House Hotel, Borris, County Carlow. Set in the picturesque village of Borris, County Carlow, the Step House Hotel is an exquisite Georgian-style establishment that has been meticulously restored to provide guests with a luxurious retreat. However, beneath its tranquil facade lies a more sinister narrative, as the hotel is believed to be haunted by several spirits, each with a unique tale to share. The haunted legacy of the Step House Hotel can be traced back to its origins as a family residence in the 18th century, a space that has witnessed both joy and heartache, with some of the tragic figures seemingly remaining within its walls long after their demise. One of the most commonly reported apparitions at the Step House is that of a woman dressed in a flowing white gown, often seen wandering the hallways and staircases late at night. Known as the Lady in White, she is thought to have been a member of the original family who inhabited the house. Local legend suggests that she was a young woman deeply in love with a man her family disapproved of. Heartbroken and unable to marry her beloved, she is said to have taken her own life within the confines of the house. Her restless spirit is frequently observed gliding silently through the hotel, particularly near the grand staircase, where her tragic story is believed to have culminated. Numerous encounters with the Lady in White have been reported by both guests and staff. One visitor, staying in a room adjacent to the staircase, recounted waking in the middle of the night to the sound of soft footsteps. Upon peering into the hallway, she saw a woman in a long white dress making her way toward the staircase. Assuming it was another guest, she thought little of it, but when she mentioned the experience to hotel staff the following morning, they informed her that no one fitting that description had been staying at the hotel. Alongside the well-known apparition of the Lady in White, reports have surfaced regarding a second spectral presence. An elderly man often observed sitting in the lounge, quietly engrossed in a book or gazing out of the window. Dressed in antiquated attire, this figure is believed to be the spirit of a former owner of the estate. Guests have noted sightings of him relaxing in one of the large armchairs, only for him to inexplicably disappear when approached. Many have experienced a sudden drop in temperature as they enter the lounge, suggesting that his presence may still linger in the space. Another peculiar phenomenon frequently reported at the hotel involves the unsettling sensation of being watched. Guests occupying specific rooms have recounted feelings of an eerie presence, particularly during the night, as though someone were standing at the foot of their beds. A few have even claimed to hear the sound of breathing in empty rooms. In one notable incident, a couple awoke to find their room's curtains swaying as if stirred by an invisible hand, despite closed windows and a complete absence of drafts. Despite its haunted reputation, the hotel remains a favored venue for weddings, events, and those seeking a tranquil retreat. The establishment's exquisite architecture, luxurious accommodations, and breathtaking countryside views provide an idyllic escape. However, for those who linger after dark, the presence of lingering spirits introduces an intriguing layer of mystery. Whether it's the wandering lady in white or the quiet gentleman in the lounge, guests at the hotel are never truly alone. The Granville Hotel, Waterford City. The Granville Hotel boasts a rich historical legacy that dates back to the early 18th century. Yet, this esteemed establishment is also reputed to harbour several spirits from its storied past. One of the most renowned ghostly figures is believed to be that of a young servant girl who tragically lost her life in the hotel's service elevator during the 19th century. Both guests and staff have reported sightings of a young woman clad in period attire, frequently near the location of the incident. Descriptions often depict her as moving swiftly, as if hurriedly attending to her duties, only to vanish without a trace. Guests on the upper floors have also reported unusual sounds during the night, including the echo of footsteps in the hallways and soft whispers emanating from seemingly vacant rooms. In a particularly eerie experience, a guest awoke to the sensation of someone sitting at the edge of her bed. When she opened her eyes, no one was there, yet the imprint of a person remained on the bedspread. The hotel's dining room is notorious for its ghostly occurrences as well, with staff reporting instances of chairs moving autonomously and cutlery being rearranged by unseen hands. Some visitors have even observed lights flickering mysteriously, especially during the quieter hours when the room is nearly deserted. Despite its reputation for hauntings, the Granville Hotel continues to attract visitors from around the globe, captivated by its rich history and undeniable charm. For those with an interest in the paranormal, a stay at the Granville Hotel may provide the unexpected thrill of an encounter with one of its resident spirits. The Abergann Castle Hotel, a luxurious retreat with a haunting legacy. Situated in the scenic hills of Clifton County, the Abergann Castle Hotel stands as a snapshot of elegance and history. Constructed in 1832, this opulent retreat boasts a stunning stone facade, meticulously maintained gardens, and an ambiance steeped in rich heritage. Yet beneath its captivating exterior lies a chilling narrative, one that intertwines the hotel's history with tales of tragedy and the supernatural. The history of Abergann Castle is marked by sorrow and enigma. Over the decades, the castle has been home to numerous families, each contributing their unique imprint to its legacy. Most notably, the spirit of a former resident, a despondent woman, has become the subject of local lore. Often referred to as the Grey Lady, this apparition is believed to be the restless soul of a woman who fell into profound grief following her husband's untimely demise. Retreating to the castle, she lived in solitude before succumbing to her despair within its walls. Her tragic fate is now woven into the very fabric of the castle's story, with many claiming her spirit continues to haunt its corridors. Guests and staff at the Abigan Castle Hotel frequently report encounters with the Grey Lady, who is often seen wandering the halls late at night. Descriptions of her presence describe an ethereal figure, faintly visible through the mist that sometimes envelops the castle. Those who have crossed paths with her often express a deep sense of sorrow, as though the weight of her grief permeates the atmosphere. Reports of soft weeping emanating from unoccupied rooms and sudden chills in particular areas of the hotel further contribute to the castle's eerie reputation. One of the most notable ghostly encounters occurred in the 1990s, when a couple was startled awake by mysterious footsteps outside their room. Upon opening the door, they were met with the sight of a woman clad in grey, gliding silently down the hallway. When they called out to her, her pale, expressionless face sent shivers down their spines, and before they could fully comprehend the situation, she vanished into thin air. Kuti. In addition to the presence of the Grey Lady, various paranormal phenomena have been reported throughout the hotel. Guests have experienced objects moving inexplicably, lights flickering without cause, and doors slamming shut in the absence of any visible force. A pervasive feeling of being watched is particularly pronounced in the older sections of the castle, where the Grey Lady is most frequently sighted. The hotel staff have grown accustomed to these supernatural occurrences, with some even embracing the castle's haunted reputation. Visitors are often treated to captivating tales of the Grey Lady, drawing paranormal enthusiasts eager to encounter her spirit. While some guests find the prospect of staying in a haunted castle exhilarating, others have chosen to depart prematurely after unsettling experiences. Despite its ghostly associations, the Abigan Castle Hotel remains a sought-after destination for travellers seeking both luxury and an adventurous spirit. The unique blend of the castle's breathtaking surroundings, rich historical narrative, and supernatural lore ensures an unforgettable experience for those daring enough to stay. Whether it's the sorrowful essence of the Grey Lady or the unexplained phenomena that permeate the castle, the Abigan Castle Hotel offers more than mere accommodations. It provides a window into the tragic past of one of Ireland's most haunted locales. Consider staying in one of these hotels and locations on your next visit to Ireland. Who knows what ghostly encounters await? Thank you for joining us on this story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales of the paranormal. Until next time, stay curious.